Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to Forsaken Lands. Last episode guys, we built this building here behind me, the general goods store. I'm growing to love it a little bit more. Maybe love is a bit of a strong word. I'm putting up with the exterior at least. This is one of the buildings where I like the interior a bit more. But the exterior is okay, you know, but that was last episode. This is old news now. We're on to the new stuff. What I want to do today, at least one of the things, this probably won't take the whole episode, otherwise it'll be a little bit boring. But I haven't thought what I can do after this, so this is what we're doing for now. In here I have a bunch of items, well, 4 types of items at least. We got some diorite here, the retextured diorite, which looks the same as cobble. Yeah, cobble, gravel, and a bunch of string. Now what could I possibly be doing with all these blocks, you may ask? Well, you've probably figured it out from the title, I would assume, unless I do something amazing later on in the episode which takes a spot of being the thumbnail and whatever. But we're going to be sort of figuring out the pathway for this. Let me grab that. For this village here. And I've chosen these 3 blocks. I was originally just going to do cobble and gravel, but I might as well use the diorite if it looks nice. You know, I don't think I've ever actually used diorite in this game. Because of it looking terrible, to be honest, alongside with andesite, but obviously looks wonderful here. And what's the other one? I've forgotten. Oh no, I've forgotten. Andesite, diorite, and I don't know. It slipped my mind. I'll probably think of it later on in the episode and just scream it just in the middle of my sentence. Anyway though, yeah, this is the 3 blocks that I'm going to be building the pathway with. So I'm just gonna start here. And my idea was to have like a main pathway going through and throughout the village, like the main walkway that everybody would use going round this frozen lake here, and then having like, I don't know, go off in that direction. Obviously we haven't done all the houses, so I can't exactly do all the offshoots, which is what I'm going to do with it. Like I'll have a smaller pathway, like slightly thinner. We'll get to that once I've placed all these blocks in. That's probably long enough now. I don't want to do it too much. But let me just do that. There we go. Yeah, like have a main pathway and then the little like offshoots going to the individual houses and buildings and such. Obviously, that's why I'm not doing the entire pathway to begin with, because we only have 1, 2, 3. That doesn't even count 4 buildings to go to. So I just want to get the main pathway in, I think, which isn't actually going to be that long. So I'm just going to get started placing here and show you what it looks like. When I do pathways that are kind of jumbled about with different blocks, I like to just do 1 block at a time, you know, carve out a pathway like this and then just place a bunch of the singular block. And then, see, like we've done that with cobble, and then I can go around and do it with diorite. This way you can kind of gauge an idea of like if you want say the cobble to be the most frequent, which I think I do. I can place that first, place the most of them, and then come around with the diorite, which I kind of want to be like second most. There's a word that I'm trying to think of. I think it's the same word as I got stuck with last episode or the episode before that. I don't know. Words are not my strong suit today. When are they ever, really? Let's be honest. Yeah, and then we can go around with the gravel and fill up all the gaps, which is the like least useful or least used block in this pathway design. It's probably actually all about the same, but yeah, it looks a little bit something like this, which I think I'm okay with. I'm just going to get rid of this for now because it's annoying me. There we go. So around this width is going to be like the main pathway. Length? No, we just use the word width. Come on, use the words correctly. Yeah, so this is the pathway, right? And then, say for going into this house here, we would do a little straight line like so. At least this is what I think I'm going to do. I'm not 100% set on this. And then we're just going to like punch out a couple of blocks on the side maybe. Just so it's not a completely straight pathway. And it might hopefully look a little better. I haven't actually seen what this is going to look like. This is purely, I placed like all of these blocks in like a square in a test world just to see if they went together, which they did, and I think they do, to be honest. Yeah, so we can go with our cobble and just kind of dot this around, doesn't really matter too much. Then our diorite, like that, and then our gravel. Okay, wonderful. Obviously, the snow, when it's all filled in, it's going to look a little better without being able to see this grass. So just use your imagination. And that brings me on to my next point with the snow, which is actually why I have all this string here. I'm not happy about doing this because you still can kind of see it. But what I kind of have to do is place a string on every single path block because I want our pathways to be visible. You know, I don't want them to get snowed over whenever that does happen. Because otherwise it'll be pointless. It'll absolutely be redundant in what I'm just doing here. There would be no point in doing it if I let snow settle on it, unless I wanted to go around and dig up all the snow like every time it snowed, which is fairly frequently because we're in a what are we in? We're in a nice plains biome. So yeah, I'm using string. I can't think of any other way to solve that problem unless I like turn snow off somehow with a command that I don't know what that command would be, but I like the snow, so I don't really want to do that. Plus, I'd have to like go around filling up all these gaps in whenever I built something, and yeah, hang on, where have I got to? The trouble with this is, it's kind of a good thing as well, that you can't really see it, but I don't know where I just was. I think I covered every single block. It doesn't matter if we miss a couple, because I'll be able to tell, and I can always just come back and replace it. So, yeah, from a distance, it's absolutely fine, like you can't see it. Obviously if I zoom in you can, but I'm not going to be walking around like this. I think it's okay. It's something I kind of have to do because the snow will just ruin it, and it's either snow, which is completely covering the block, or string, which is a similar color, and you can't really see it unless you focus on it. Which, if I probably keep doing this, is just going to become more and more obvious, and then I'm going to like hate it in a minute. Really the most annoying thing is the fact that when I'm walking along I just get a bunch of hitboxes, but I'll try and keep my head up. And then that solves that issue. So yeah, that's what I kind of got to do, unless I was to like go up 250 blocks and just place like some glass in the shape of this pathway, but that is just not happening. Yeah, so let me know if you have a substitute that I could possibly switch out for the string. I don't really know what else there would be that would be any less obvious. Unless I like retextured string to be completely invisible, but I don't care enough to do that. It's really fine. It's pretty much the same color. You can't actually see it, or at least I can't anyway. And with YouTube like degrading how well quality is in videos, you guys probably can't either very well. So yeah, that's enough rambling about pathways and strings and snow. Let me actually pretty much do this entire thing, and then we can come back and see what it looks like, and then that will maybe give us an idea of how the village is going to look when it's done. Yeah, so let me do this, and I think I should have enough string. I went back over to creating a community and grabbed some from my mob farm. Granite. The block was granite. There we go. It threw me off. It only had 2 syllables. I was thinking it was like granite, but no, it's just granite, and it doesn't even rhyme the way I say it. That's my excuse. There we go. Anyway, onto the pathway. This is the exact reason why I'm choosing to place a string down and not just turn off weather altogether, because look how nice this looks. It's just so pleasing to look at. I don't really know why, but I just like the snow. The string's holding out, which is nice. I was actually a bit worried for some reason it was going to like land on top of it or something stupid like that, but no, my plan works well. And yeah, so this is the main pathway in for now. I will be doing some expanding because obviously it's not just going to be a ring around the lake and then off in one direction over there. I've just done that because that's all the buildings we've got for now. But yeah, this is the pathway design, and this is the main road for now, and then obviously we've got all these little offshoots going off into the individual houses. They look okay, I think. I can't really... It would look a little weird if I did it like the same width as the big path, because then you wouldn't be able to decipher which was the main path and which was the side paths. Yeah, anyway, I think that's enough path talk for now. I'm sure... I missed a string. What the hell, why are you up here? That's probably what happened. There we go. I think I've got it all. Let's place that snow down there. Talking of snow, I actually had a little idea. Yeah, this is as far as we've got. I can do so, I don't know. As we build more things, I'll build longer paths and such. I did actually have a little idea because I forgot that you could make snow blocks, like the snow slabs, and I was thinking maybe towards the end of this, not series, but this Forsaken Land, a little aesthetic thing we could do is make some windswept snow, like, curvatures, maybe up against the houses. So, for instance, like, hang on, let me just, oh god, I did not get enough snow. But you can, like, place them like this, and it looks kind of cool. But I don't know if that's, like, too much detail. Like, it kind of reminds me of Chisel and Bits, which, if you don't do it right, can possibly look a little weird. I don't know, though. That's a possibility. Obviously, I'd have to make a snow farm or something with the snowman. But, yeah, that's just a little idea I had. Maybe something we can do, obviously, towards the end, because, yeah, I have not done yet, and I don't want to do it until right at the end. Oh my god, I have a lot of snowballs. Yeah, right. Anyway, what I want to do now, because we have some time left, is figure out what I'm going to do now, because I don't actually know. So let me have a think, and I'll be back with you in just 1 second. So, at the moment, all of the houses we've got so far on the fairly larger side of things, and they all have a designated purpose. Like this one I live in, this is the fisherman's hut shack kind of thing, the general goods store, not really a house, and I don't actually know what that is, to be honest. I don't think that has a use, but at some point or another we're going to need some smaller houses that are just general residential living spaces for all of the supposed villagers to live in that don't, like, work in their home, you know. So that's probably something that I'll just do in between episodes, because if we're building on such a small scale like this, there is no real point in designating an episode to something as pointless as this. But we have a spare 5 minutes in today's episode, so I thought I'd just build, like, one of the little houses, and then in between episodes I can just build them up, and gradually, as the episodes go on, we'll get more and more. Let me actually go sleep real quick. Okay, there we go, much better. We can continue with the building now. So, yeah, what I want to talk about is The Office, the US version. Yesterday I finished it. I started watching it probably 2 months ago, I think. Just a little side note so you can kind of get on my time frame with when I finished The Office and when I started it and so on. Today, as of this recording, it's actually the 13th of May. I'm guessing this video has not been released anywhere near that time, so there's just a little insight into how stupidly I pre-record, especially with single player. I can't really remember why. Why did I start watching it, actually? I think it was because I saw an interview that John Krasinski did for A Quiet Place, which I still need to watch. I'm a bit scared to, though. Horror is not my thing. I'm not a fan. But it does look really, really good, so I probably should watch it. Anyway, but of course, pretty much in all of his interviews, The Office is going to come up somewhere. And then when I watched it, I was like, I've never watched The Office, and then I was kind of like bored at the time and needed something to watch. I probably just finished a series, I can't remember what it was, I have no idea. I always like to have something just on the go, and The Office was a wonderful thing for that, because they're like nice short 20-minute episodes. You can just sit down for 20 minutes or for like 3 hours if you just want to binge watch it in a row, which is what I did sometimes, which is why I finished it kind of quick. Not super quick, but kind of quick. Yeah, anyway, I got so emotionally invested into that show that I'm so sad that it's over. I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I am lost. Like, really, I was getting lunch today, and then I was like, oh, I'll just, you know, go upstairs, watch a 20-minute episode while I eat this. I was like, oh, wait, I can. I still did. I watched one of the older episodes, which is probably what I'll do for quite a long time, because I love it so much. But it's like that. When you finish a series, or when you get up to date with a series, you just don't know what to do with your life. Like, there's a big portion, or at least if you're like me and binge watch it to hell, and finish it very, very quickly. Yeah, it sort of leaves a hole in your life. But I like finishing them at the same time. Hang on, I'm getting confused here. What do I need to do? Because, like, yesterday when I finished it, I spent, like, the rest of the day just watching interviews and behind the scenes and all of this. Like, I sat down I found an hour and 20-minute video of the whole cast and the crew sat together in a room doing a final reading of the last episode. I sat there for an hour and 20 minutes just watching them read the script of an episode that I just watched. Oh yeah, it's a big part of my life now, and I'm really sad that it's over. But yeah, I just wanna. I got a question for you guys. Do you have a favorite series or a series that you're watching at the moment that you think's really good? Because I'm taking suggestions. I need something new to watch. I might stay away from the like sitcom kind of things, kind of shows, because they are fairly long and nothing will replace The Office. So whatever it's going to be worse, in my opinion, at least. So yeah, let me know if you got any favorite series or any favorite films. I am a huge fan of just general film and television, more so film probably, but if you got stuff like The Office, I am all for that. So yeah, let me know if you got any suggestions of things I should go watch next, because right now I have none. So yeah, let me know if you got any. But that's pretty much the outside air exterior. I cannot speak today. I'm tired. I'm tired. Too much Office watching. That's the exterior done. So let me just replace the blocks, and then yeah, I'll come back once I've placed some more stuff in here, and then probably time to end off the episode by then. And there we go, guys. The little house is done. Let me just show you the interior here. I've actually put a lot more in this than I probably will in all the others, just because when the house is this small, it can kind of get a bit cramped if you put too much in. So, you know, we've got the table and chair, furnace, flower pot, the usual stuff. I don't really know what this is, but I kind of like it. It like splits the house into two. It's kind of cool. I'm going to keep it. And yeah, and then the bed and painting and so on and so forth. It's basic stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you liked the path design. Yeah, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.